doing wonderful. This is a tarot reading coming out of the Aries full moon going into the Libra new moon, which we will have here in about a week and a half. So I have a new deck for us. I got the Tarot Nefertari. Wonderful Egyptian symbolism, wonderful gold leaf cards. They're beautiful, and this is my first time reading on this channel out of this deck, and I haven't been doing a lot of readings from it yet. I've been just getting familiar with it, so let's see how it goes. Got lots of pyramid shapes here for you guys, and it just wants to kind of talk about channeling energies and how the pyramid and these obelisks are great examples of how we manifest and channel energies. We usually start at a very broad base, and of course as we get closer to our ascension and closer to our goal, we get to the pinnacle, right? The top. So it's bringing that out for you today. And it's saying that you need to know that, because that's what it means when it's talking about you need to like ground your energy. It's like you need to get that broad base, like really stable base when it comes to your manifestations, and really ground yourself. Okay, let's see what's coming out of your tarot reading. The High Priestess. Yes, Capricorn. Some really lovely intuition. Ooh, hang on. The energy I just picked up, I want to say it's almost trance-like. Like I just felt some kind of energy wave, and it was kind of heavy, but it was heavy enough to put me into kind of this trance state. Like I'm just sitting here with my eyes closed right now while I'm talking to you. You might feel some heaviness right now, Capricorn. Saturn just went direct, and Saturn is your ruling planet. So you might just be feeling a lot of shifts coming out of that Saturn retrograde and turning to direct. My right shoulder blade just started aching a little bit. You might be trying to do a lot of things in the real physical world, trying to manifest a lot of things, but you might be experiencing some blocks. This feels like a download for you right now, Capricorn. Like I'm just kind of saying the energy that I feel in my body. I'm not even looking at the cards right now. That's part of what it's wanting to say to you. You might be very tied up with how things appear in reality, and that's not how they actually feel to you. Or you are just picking up on your own intuition, which is exactly what this High Priestess card is all about. And that's why I'm sitting here with my eyes closed. I believe this is exactly the type of energy it wants you to get into, Capricorn. It's like, close your eyes, because things are not as they appear. Go within and feel literally the vibrations and the energy and the shifts and how you are experiencing things. It's a very important lesson. Very important lesson. And it's kind of saying, because that's where you'll find your new beginning. And again, I was talking about grounding your energy, and that's what this Ace of Pentacles, this figure, this kind of chimera figure, or it's like a baboon, and I don't know, this thing, it's like a chimera figure, shape-shifting. It's very grounded, right? Like it's squatting, it's seated on this base right here. That's the whole thing. It's kind of like talking very much about meditation for you guys. It's like it really wants you to sink down into your body and close your eyes and really focus on the energy you're feeling in a very real solid way, because that's where you will find this pinnacle, whatever this new beginning is. And it's also where like your third eye, your eye of protection. Wow, that was an interesting message that just kind of came through. It's like when you go within, you'll find that you are protecting yourself. And it's giving you that message because protecting yourself is both a good thing, But sometimes that is the very thing that is blocking you, right? You're protecting yourself because you don't know what the other outcomes are. You're like kind of nervous about things, so you're protecting yourself, you're guarding yourself, and therefore you might be limiting yourself and not allowing yourself to move forward on things that you want to move forward on. And I think Spirit's really calling you to, first, don't focus on what things look like on the 3D plane, on the exterior, what things are looking like in reality. I want you to feel it. I want you to sense it. I want you to know it. I want you to really ground your energy, because when you start sensing into these things, you're going to more or less both sense what is not your energy, and therefore, right, something that you might be sensing or feeling that's coming up that you need to sort through. However, you might also discover some areas in which you are protecting yourself, both in positive and ways that you thought were positive but are actually negative to you, right? And it said, and this is going to start changing your mind. That's exactly what the Six of Swords energy is. It's a transition and a shift. How interesting. I feel like the fish are swimming this way, but the rowers are rowing this way. No, never mind. No, they're not. No, the boat's going this way. Interesting how it just did that to me, though. So you might feel like maybe you're going against the current, but Spirit's like, no, you're going with the current. So that's part of the message. It's like you're going to start changing your mind, and in changing your mind, you might feel like you're going against the current. And Spirit's telling you, no, that's exactly where the current is leading you. It wants you to shift. It wants you to change your mind about things. It wants you to, it's just said opinions. It wants you to change your opinions about things. Just change your thinking. It's saying it's important for you to, right, discover things, and therefore that challenge you and can change your thinking, because that's how you evolve and grow. So if you're starting to feel like you aren't, it just said the same person anymore, then that's exactly what Spirit's like. You're evolving, you're moving, you're transitioning. It's a really nice energy, though, I have to say. It doesn't always feel like it, right? It can kind of feel confusing. That's why I felt like the ship was going this way, because the oars looked like they were going this way. But Spirit's like, no, everything's going this way, right? What's your last card over here? Yeah, look at that, the star. I love how this water just kind of lines up so nicely with that. It just gave me how like sailors follow the North Star, right? They very much rely on astrology to map themselves. And when we talk about astrology, we're talking about like it's bringing up like your natal chart, your birth chart, understanding your natal chart and your birth chart, because it really does have a lot to say about who you are and how parts of your life will unfold. You know, it doesn't give you like super details, but it can give you this a little bit of a vague roadmap of like how events and things are going to occur. Wow, there's a lot coming out on this card. It's kind of talking about how this year, like 2020, has been a very, very huge cosmic kind of, and it is a realignment, but it's more of just like a melting pot. Like there's a lot of stars on the star card, right? That's what it means. It's like there's a lot of different celestial bodies and happenings that have been going on this year. We've been going through eclipse cycles now for like a year and a half. It's like talking about how a lot of this energy that's been happening this year in 2020 has just been compounded and building up for the past couple of years, and even longer, that this is like a very cosmic year. And it's telling you this because with the star card, we always get healing. So it's telling you that some things that are really challenging you this year, really coming up for you this year, coming up for all of us, certainly across the globe, are all things that are meant to be healed and shifted. So with that being said, this feels like, it kind of feels like a yearly reflection a little bit for you, Capricorn. So that might be another reason why you're feeling these energies, because of some cosmic things that are lined up right now. It's like maybe you're just really reflecting on the status of this whole year that's gone by. And that's where it's like there's a lot of cosmic energies that were meant to shift this year. So if you are sensing a lot of shifting within you and realizations and things that don't really appear on the surface as they are within, kind of deal, it's all meant to be that way. You are meant to shift and grow. You are meant to evolve through all of this. You're meant to change your mind and your opinions. You're meant to really evolve through all of this. All of us are, but especially Saturn's been in that retrograde for a long time, and not only that, but it's been shifting out of your sign, in and out of your sign for a year, and flipping to Aquarius. And so that's the thing, is it's been and Saturn energy is very heavy. So Capricorn, you might have felt really affected in the past year or so, kind of feeling your planet really going through some things. So that's a very strong message coming out for you guys. Let's just get a few more. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Because I also feel like this is a pentacle. So this is talking about reality. This should be something that does pop up in the real world besides just you grounding yourself. Wow, okay, that's where it was saying when I was talking about manifesting at the beginning. It's like when you ground your energy, the things that you've been waiting to maybe show up in reality will descend and appear in reality. And that's where you start at the bottom all over again and build, right? So that's why it wants you to ground your energy. So that's why I want to see, what's this Ace of Pentacles? Two cards, three cards. A Ten of Wands. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You start all over. So the Ten of Wands is like you carried all of this burden and responsibility, or something inside of you, right? Could have been career stuff, work stuff. My left foot just kind of twitched when I did that. So definitely like divine feminine inner stuff, carrying it to the top of the hill. And you are officially, what this is like, it's like you dropped it off and you just went back down to the other side, grounded your energy, and you're starting over again. So it's like you get to let some stuff off and really clean your plate and kind of refresh. We've got these other two cards, so let's see what they say. A Three of Wands. It's, yeah, you've been waiting to let go of this for a while. You're also waiting on this to appear. So I mean, you've been really waiting on this kind of fresh start in reality. With this Wands energy, you've been really carrying some stuff in your spirit. You've been really waiting on something in your spirit. You've been expecting some things to shift and move. And it's been very heavy, because now we're up to 13 wands total right here. It's like, wow, I just said overload. Like, yeah, it's been a little bit of an overload. You got 13 wands here. That's pretty heavy. It's also saying that that's a lucky number for you. And there is a little bug on this card. I think it's an ant, but regardless, there is a little bug on there. This one, it's been bugging you. That's what it just says. It's been bugging you. Yeah, 13 wands. That's a lot of wands. That's a lot of freaking wands. And of course, they don't actually go together, but it's wanting me to tell you that for you, it's like they go together, right? It's like you've been waiting on some stuff and expecting some things. Spirit's been kind of holding you in a little bit of space for a while because you've been working on your manifestations. And because you've been working on that, you got all these freaking wands, and it's time to, yeah, complete that cycle and let that go, so you can see it actually manifest in reality. So whatever efforts you've been putting in, I think they're definitely going to come back through. It's just going to be more of a, I get to let go of some things, right? And this bug keeps coming over here. Yeah, this stuff's been bugging you. It's like I get to let go of some things, and that's the fresh start that you're really looking for. This last one. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Yep, you've been growing this yourself. Saying that you've both been satisfied and unsatisfied with it, and that's why you've been working on it for a while. Been working on it pretty hard. It does imply some like collaboration and teamwork kind of deal. Taking stock of things, like some inventory. That's what they kind of look like they're doing, right? They're like looking at this vessel, going over this. Yeah, you've been growing this for a while. And even that's not a total completion. Okay, and then it was just kind of implying that this becomes like your 8th pinnacle, which is the next step up, which really implies that you're definitely putting some work in, but you're really, really abundant, right? Really abundant. So that's what the message is kind of. It's like in letting some of this stuff go, you make room for that abundance to come in. It's not going to feel so much like this 7 of Pentacles where it's like, I've been working my ass off on this. It's going to be like, yay, abundance. It came through. Okay, that's the final message coming through. And what's this? Just give me one more on the Star card. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. That's beautiful, right? That's really nice coming out. I had to make sure there wasn't 2 of them there. Yeah, wish fulfillment. That's just having all of your cups filled up. Hang on, this got me studying this card. Wow. It just kind of presented her like a fairy godmother, and like these kids are just like, please, fairy godmother, like, give us, you know, like, help us, give us more. And it's like, you're the wish fulfiller. But it's also saying that to you, like the universe is your wish fulfiller. So that's where it's just like, that's what I was saying. This is very much about some manifestation. Okay, it wants me to bring up a documentary that's on Netflix, and it's related to a book that I read a long time ago that definitely like changed my life. It was called The Secret. It's all about the law of attraction. It's a very, very simple read, actually. So it doesn't feel like it's super philosophical, spiritual, you know, like it doesn't feel all lofty. It's very simplified, and it really helps you understand the law of attraction and how you can just kind of put your desires out there to the universe, and the universe is happy to be your fairy godmother and give you those things, basically. You just have to maintain the right frequency and vibration of the idea that you're attracting, and the universe therefore matches that frequency and sends that thing to you. So that's what it's kind of telling you. It's like that's part of your wish fulfillment, is you need to really hone in better on the law of attraction, because that's going to help heal you. That's going to help you ground that energy and manifest what you want. That's going to help you just kind of understand a little bit more how to make these transitions easier, how to make some of this evolution easier. You still always have to go through these processes of growth, but it's like understanding that law of attraction, understanding the universe is your wish fulfiller and you are the wish fulfiller of others. It's just teaching you a lot of universal lessons right now, and I think that's the final message coming out for you. Look at that Emperor on the bottom. Totally mastering all of the elements, mastering all elements of your world. Really solid boundaries, stability. Again, mastering all the suits, pentacles, wands, swords, cups. That's usually the general idea, but in a very 3D realistic way, like you can see this stuff. So that's really where that Emperor energy is coming in. It keeps wanting to say to you, fatherly blessings. And that's kind of part of where it's like you deserve all of this. And it's not that you can't have it, it's just you're learning lessons right now. One of these lessons you need to really learn is through that law of attraction and really honing in on that intuition. Yeah. Whew. There's some messages for you, Capricorn. Just let me know how it resonates, and like, share, comment, and subscribe as you see fit. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.